So I'm back with my midlife marriage crisis project, and I decided as part of it, outside of just giving like updates, I really wanted to share the resources that I have found or the information and share it with other people. And if you are married or not even married, who knows, but frankly, if you just don't have time to read a bunch of books, then I'm here to basically give you the synopsis version of it, or more importantly, just to tell you whether or not the book may even be right for you. So I started with the first book that came as a recommendation for me from a friend or sibling, and it was His Needs, Her Needs, and it's by Willard Harley, and I did it via audiobook. And this book is good for you if you're looking for a better understanding of why men and women come to blows or come to heads, and where you feel like you're not compatible anymore. And I know for me, that's where I was at. And when you look at the book from his perspective, it really does make sense. And he breaks it down into basically 5 needs, the top needs for a man, and the 5 top needs for a woman. Now, if you look at these closely, you'll realize that none of these are on the same page with each other. So that in itself tells you why we're all having so many problems in our relationships, is that, not only do we have different needs completely, entirely, but he mentions how the needs for a man are really the bottom of the barrel needs for a woman, and vice versa. So you've got that problem to start with, and then if you're trying to meet somebody's needs based off of your own, well, then you're kind of really screwed, right? Like, if we don't have any needs in common, and I'm trying to fix yours with what I want, well, no wonder why you're running into problems. So, and outside of that, a really interesting section of the book refers to the biological aspects of trying to meet his and her needs in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? And let's be honest, everybody probably has room for improvement there. If it's not quantity you're looking for, it's certainly quality. And the book describes, and not in a raunchy way by any means, just seriously, just biological timing. And when you listen to it, how he explains it, you're like, I don't know how anybody ever comes, pardon my term, comes to the end of the movie at the same time. When you look at it from a biological standpoint and the timing of how your body goes through different phases to get to a certain point, if you know what I'm saying, that is completely different for a man and a woman. And once you understand those, then you're more inclined to finish the movie at the same time. So that in itself was a really interesting part of the book that I did not anticipate. And it's not anything that everybody doesn't already know. We all know what happens. It's literally based on the timing that it takes to get to certain phases, I guess you'd say. So if for nothing else, I recommend the book just on that section alone. I also wanted to mention that this book was originally done in the 80s, and when you read it, you can definitely see that, because he references a lot in certain sections over here for a man that a woman needs to maintain her attractiveness. That's part of it. And that part in itself was really frustrating to me as a woman who's had 2 kids, and I've really tried to work hard just to keep a decent frame for me. And I understand that men are attracted to attractive women, but equally I think women are attracted to attractive men. And when he explained it the way that he does, then you can kind of understand why we've decided to create all these funny shows about men who are of a certain shape and women who are a certain shape. And there's multiple examples of this. And when he explains it, then you're like, okay, I guess I can understand that, because if the man is meeting all the woman's needs, which almost have to be met first, by the way, before the man gets his, sadly, then you can kind of understand why you see these types of couples as a setup on TV, because, obviously the man, that particular type of man, may be meeting her needs and she doesn't need the attractiveness, but I still do. Does anybody else, ladies, don't you want your man just to look attractive? Or does it really not even matter if he's meeting all the other needs, what he looks like? I don't know. I'm just saying, I would like him to still be attractive. Why can't I have it all? See, maybe this is part of my problem. well, maybe that's why I'm in the predicament I am. I want it all. I want the man to meet all my needs, and I would like him to still look attractive. Hope that I gave you some sense of what the book's about, and hopefully it will help you. I will put some more information down below, and you're free to look at that. And I'm also going to put some links on how to get the audiobooks for free, because I think that's a huge thing that people are not tapping into. And I just think it's amazing that I can drive every day to work and listen to books for free and gain better knowledge, and more specifically to improve my relationship. And so I hope that it will encourage you to do the same. So now I'm off to my next book. By the way, any recommendations, please put down in the comments section of any books that you found amazing, and I would love to read those too. Or if you've read this book and you have some interesting points to make, or maybe you disagree with anything I've said, I'm game to that too. Like, that's what it's about, communicating back and forth, and everybody has different points of view, and I'm not scared. Bring it on. So I'll see you on the next book.